It's a changing landscape, and it's moving at such high speed. And I no longer feel confident that what I'm reading at any given point is accurate. We've been convinced now to question everything.
Yes.
And that's a scary place to be.
Yes.
That if you can't trust anything, that I'm not sure where we're going to come out on the other end.
Welcome to the Leader's Edge podcast. I'm Samantha Willow, the Meetings and Culture Associate with the Council. For the past 3 years, I've had the pleasure of being a part of our leadership forums, and it's truly been a privilege to be able to see amazing speakers like Doris Kern-Goodwin and TV host Robin Roberts, which brings me to Meredith Vieira, journalist, TV, and game show host, who was our guest speaker at our Distinguished Speaker Luncheon at ILF. One of my fondest memories from my childhood is visiting my aunt every day after school and watching The View with her. At the time, I didn't realize watching a group of women talk about everything and anything would have an impact on who I am today. So when I found out that Meredith would be our guest speaker, I was excited to hear what she had to say, which she did not disappoint. We started off discussing the variety of roles Meredith has had as a journalist and on television and how she has transitioned between them.
Well, I've always believed that the more skills you have, the more saleable you are. So first I was a reporter and I loved doing that. Then I had the opportunity to do The View. And this was after I had sort of left 60 Minutes and made a decision that I really didn't want to be on the road. It was too emotionally difficult for me. And I never would have done a talk show, but my husband was the one who said, well, you're the one who doesn't want to be on the road. So you have to reinvent yourself to some extent, because as a reporter, you're going to be on the road. So I decided, I'll do it, I'll try it, whatever. It was a leap for me. And then I ended up really liking it. And when Millionaire came around, it was literally the Michael Davies, who was the executive producer of Millionaire. When I was doing The View, he contacted me because Regis didn't want to do the syndicated version.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I'll do that. And there you go. And I ended up loving that. And I realized that the game show like the Millionaire show requires the skills of a reporter. You have to draw people out. Mm-hmm. You have to make them comfortable. You have to be able to question them. And then you have to kind of coordinate everything. Yeah. So my skill set was actually perfect for doing that job. Who knew?
I then asked her what she has learned about herself and from others about the ever-changing media landscape.
I've learned I don't know anything about what's going on now, literally. It's so far beyond. When I joked about Facebook, that's really true. I don't know how to...
I don't think anyone knows how to work Facebook.
Yeah, well,
right?
I think that's so over, right? But,
yeah.
but people say to me, get on Instagram, do this, and you have to all this promoting of yourself. So I just can't. It's just I'm like an old dog, with no new tricks, please. But I know them. That's where my kids get so much of their information. They're looking at TikTok. They're looking at all those things, and they're bright kids. Mm-hmm. But they're really using social media, and they're combing through it, and they determine what they think is significant and what isn't. Mm-hmm. But it's a changing landscape, and it's moving at such a high speed that I'm not sure where we're going to come out on the other end.
Yes.
That's my concern. And I no longer feel confident that what I'm reading at any given point is accurate. We've been convinced now to question everything.
Yes.
And that's a scary place to be.
Yes.
That if you can't trust anything.
Like I stopped watching like the news in general, which I know is like horrible to do because
No, but
I can't. I just there's just something about it where I don't trust what I'm seeing.
I don't trust what and it really messes with your head.
Yes.
With mental health. I mean, you're seeing it in people being depressed and alienated. They're just hooked to their phone and the information there, and it's definitely not good.
Yeah, I used to watch the news like every morning before work, and then I would get to work and I'm like, oh, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Like, I need to stop now. Like this isn't healthy at all.
Right.
Yeah.
And so much of it is designed to grab you. And the best way to grab you is with negativity.
Yes.
And fear. I mean, if on any given day you're watching the news and it sounds like we're going to be dead in about an hour. Yes.
Right.
I think the bomb, I don't know if it's going right over my house, but it's in the neighborhood, and then we're not. And I go, okay, get the wine, baby. And then the next day, the floods are coming.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
so true.
yeah.
So
Oh my
true.
God.
The locusts.
The locusts,
Yes.
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 God bless the locusts. Remember the good old days when it was just the locusts.
Just the
Yeah.
locusts. That's all we had to worry about.
Having worked with her share of journalistic legends, Meredith shared what it was like to work with the formidable Barbara Walters on The View.
Barbara was a very interesting person because she was, for her to get where she got was amazing. What she had to put up with, to succeed. She was really treated terribly in the beginning by the male hierarchy and all of that. And she was a little bit, not cold, but she just kind of did her thing and that was it. And she wasn't really mentoring per se, but she did tell all of us. And my mom had said the same thing. And always write a handwritten note when you after you interview somebody or to say congratulations to somebody or condolences. Always handwrite your note. It's important. That shows you care enough. Don't text me.
That's great.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So that was she really was a lady. She was very bawdy. She had the filthiest jokes. She was the biggest flirt. When they joke about her with Castro, she was flirting with Castro, no question. And she loved a martini. And yeah, but she was also a total lady. And talk about a pro. She was so prepared for everything that if you were not prepared, she could be sort of mean. But she had that kind of streak in her because she was a perfectionist. And if you weren't, maybe because she knew how hard she had to work to get to where she was. So if you didn't work that hard, she didn't like it particularly. But I give her nothing but kudos. Yeah.
Finally, a fun question about The View's famous Halloween costumes and Meredith's take on what the public doesn't know about her.
The cat, when I did.
The cat.
Yeah. From Cats, I love that. Because it was kind of sexy. And the thing about we're doing The View, I also loved Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
Okay.
Because I looked frightening in that. I looked so much like her, it was disturbing. But so I don't know if that's a plus. But the great thing was when I was doing the View, I would go from there to get my kids. So it was Halloween. I never took the stuff off. And that was so great.
Oh, did they love it? Or were they embarrassed?
No,
because I think I would be embarrassed.
They weren't embarrassed. I always thought that maybe some of the moms went, oh yeah, big deal. So it was showing off again, But I couldn't. They spent hours working on those because I couldn't just wash the stuff off and leave.
No, that's fantastic that you wore it.
Yeah, I love Halloween anyhow.
Is there anything that you wish people knew about you that they don't?
I think the problem is they know pretty much everything. Yeah. I'm a very private person. You're not going to read about me. I'm not always never really in the press. But when you've done particularly The View, people get to know a lot and they pick up on things. And I don't like, one of the things I hate about going and looking, sometimes you look up your name, it's a disaster because you might read 5 lovely things. You go, wow, yeah, baby. And then the next 6 are, she sucks. I hate her guts. She's like, okay. So it's painful to read that stuff. Don't get your validation from the internet. That's all.
No.
Yeah.
That's a great piece of advice.
Yeah. Don't go there.
Yeah.
Don't go looking. Because there's always something else.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed my conversation with Meredith. Please subscribe and go to leadersedge.com for more podcasts.